it's not easy to speak with a British accent, also because of the movies. Like most of the Hollywood movies are like the American movies, so we don't hear so much British accent in the movies, I would say.
Yes, but I'm trying to do my best.
But you're doing great, let me tell you.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Thank you
Hanin.
for
Thank
your
you.
encouragement.
Thank you, dear. I'm with you for a
Yes, you
while.
made my day actually.
Oh, what for? No, thank you. It's my pleasure to have you here in the class. I'll just welcome everyone and then I'll let you speak. Hanin, would you please, when I mute you now, try to unmute yourself and tell me in the
Okay.
chat box if you can actually mute yourself or not.
Okay,
Okay?
okay.
Yeah. So, guys, I would like to welcome you all to our English conversation class. It's class number 9. We've been doing this for over a month or almost 2 months now. I would like to thank you all for being here with us today. Hanin, Hanin, can you unmute yourself? Just tell me in the chat box if you can. Oh, okay, you can. You can?
Yes, yes.
Yes, you can. Okay, great. Because yeah, we don't have many participants today, but I will go live on Facebook now, so maybe they will see us, they feel jealous, and then they will participate in our conversation today. Okay, thank you, Hanin. I just wanted to make sure that you can, unmute yourself without being request the unmute. Thanks so much. Okay, so
Okay.
guys, today we are going to talk about social media. Let me share the presentation. And would you, we have Nada, Marwa, and Abbas. Would you tell me when you see the screen? Can you see the screen? Yeah, just tell me in the chat box. Okay, I'll type hello in the chat box and tell me if you can see it. Hello. Okay, Hani said yes. Great. Okay, so let me start by introducing myself. My name is Nancy. I'm originally from Egypt, but I've been living in Ireland for 6 years now. Like 7 years ago, I decided to shift my career and start teaching English as a second language. And so I taught English for 2 years in Saudi Arabia, and I've been teaching English for 5 years now in Ireland. And a year ago, I started my YouTube channel. It's Easy English with Nancy. You can see it here on the screen. I would say it's just because I would like to share the language experience with others. Sorry, Abbas is saying I can't hear anything. Just to check maybe the sound settings on your laptop, Abbas. All the others can hear me well. Marwa, Hanin, Nada, can you all hear me well? Because I think it's your sound settings, Abbas. And yes, that's me. So feel free to check my YouTube channel, Easy English with Nancy, and you can also find me on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. We'll go live now. Okay. So let's do that. Okay, so I would like to start with the group agreement, which is because you're gonna have a chance to speak. So I'd like to make sure that you all agree to these rules. So accept and respect each other. We should have one voice at a time. We should speak only in English because we might have people who are not Arabic speakers. And you have only 3 minutes to speak maximum. Actually, I always say that if the class like has a lot of participants, but since we don't have a lot of people today, people are a bit lazy today, so I might give you more time to speak. This is a judgment-free zone, so it's nobody here is going to judge your accent, the way you speak, or anything. So you are here to learn. You are brave enough to speak, and it's all about your progress, not perfection. Okay, so if you're in this level today and you are in this level tomorrow, that's a progress, and that's great. Okay, good. So now let's start with. Okay, about that. Why doesn't it work with me? I'm not sure, to be honest. It must be because I see all the others can hear me well. So try to check your sound settings. Marwa is actually my friend Marwa is a co-host with us today. So Marwa, can you help him with that? Do you have any advice? So Marwa will actually answer you in the chat box now, Best. And let's start by the first question. So today we're going to talk about social media. Okay, that's the topic that you guys chose last week. So now the first question: can you tell us some social media apps that you know? Some of the apps that you have account on, or some of the social media apps that you know. Okay, Nada would like to speak. Hello, Nada.
Hello, Nancy.
How are you? Welcome back.
Thank you. The social media apps that I know are like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
Yeah,
um, YouTube,
great. Yeah.
and what else? Oh my god,
You said
I don't remember. I
you
said
said
like oh,
Facebook. So what else did you
Snapchat,
say? Instagram, WhatsApp.
yeah,
Yeah, YouTube,
Twitter,
Twitter. Yeah,
Snapchat, Snapchat.
Snapchat. Yeah, yeah.
Um, I think they are. That's all right.
Yeah, well, there are actually a lot more, but I think these are the most common ones or the most popular ones. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and let me ask you now that you have how many social media accounts do you have? I mean, on
Uh,
different platforms.
Now I'm just 14 years old now, so I just have my WhatsApp. No more. I don't have anything else. So yeah.
You are very good. I wish I can do that. That's very good. And do you spend too much time on your smartphone or on social media or on WhatsApp, let's say?
No, not usually because we're about to start our school now, so I just have to quit all of these stuffs.
That's great, Nada. You seem like you are a hard worker.
Thank you.
That's good. Thank you so much, Nada, for your participation. I will have Farah now. Guys, feel free to unmute yourself. You don't have to wait for a request from me. And actually, we like it's only few of us today. So, Farah, would you like to speak?
Yes.
How are you, Farah?
Great.
Tell me. So,
Thank you.
do you have a social media account? How many social media accounts do you have?
I have about like maybe 3 or 4 max.
Okay. And can you tell me on what platform?
I have Snapchat, Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently, of course, YouTube and WhatsApp.
Okay. And you have on Twitter, for example?
No, I don't have Twitter. But
Okay.
actually, I don't use my social media accounts. Like, I don't use Facebook at all.
Sorry, can you say this again?
I don't really use my social media accounts. I'm not active on them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you just
I
have.
probably I probably just use YouTube for information and
Okay.
WhatsApp to contact my teachers,
Okay.
and the rest is actually some school apps.
Great. And well, I know that women never like this question, but do you mind me asking? Not how old are you, but are you under 30 or over 30?
No, I'm actually 14 years old.
You're 14, Farah, really? Okay, that's great. So you're still in school.
Yes,
Okay. Oh, that's great. So it's good that you're not like so much active on social media, so you might have, more time for study and all that.
yes.
Yeah, that's good. And how did you know about our class today?
Actually, my mom is in a group,
Okay.
and she had this link sent to her, and she knows that I'm talkative and I like to talk,
Okay, so we're glad
so
to
she
have you
told me
here.
to.
Okay, and do you think today's topic is kind of interesting for you?
It's actually very interesting because lots of people speak about social media
Okay,
and take it as either a very positive or a very negative.
yeah.
I don't see it as either.
Okay, so what do you think yourself?
Um, Actually, myself, I don't use social media a lot, so I
Okay,
don't really care to use them or care to know about them.
okay.
But I do know a lot of information about them.
And
So
how do
such people like me kind of don't exist in people's minds.
Okay, and that I what I wanted to ask you because well, you're a teenager, and I think maybe a lot of your colleagues or friends have a social media account, and they might be like, okay, why you're not communicating with us over there, or they might be creating a lot of groups and you're not in them. So how do you feel about that?
They do, and I'm actually kind of sad about it, but at the same time,
Hmm.
I'm like, I don't like to speak a lot on social media because it's kind of bothering.
Okay.
It's like, for example, why not? Like, I could talk a lot on video chats or on
Okay.
Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
Like, my friends and I talk a lot on Messenger as
Hmm.
video chats,
Okay.
but chatting, like texting and stuff,
Okay.
is actually kind of bothering for me. I don't
That's
like to chat.
great. I'm actually very happy to hear that from someone your age, Farah. So, and as you said, well, once you said that you are talkative, that's actually great because that's what we want in speaking class. So, thank you for your participation, and I will definitely come back to you again. Okay,
Thank you so much.
thank you, Farah. Okay, so Farah explained her opinion about social media, and she said that she's only on WhatsApp, or she has other accounts, but she's not active on these accounts, which is great for someone her age. She's 14 years old. That's great. Anyone else would like to tell us how many accounts does he have or she have? And are you an active user or you're not? Anybody? And feel free to unmute yourself. So we have
Hello,
Osama. Hello, Osama. How are you?
how are you, Muslim?
I'm good. Welcome
I've
back.
just come late. Yeah, thank you.
It's all
I'm
right.
sorry if you're coming late, but I want to participate with you as usual.
Yeah,
It's
welcome.
honor to me.
Welcome, Osama. Do you know they always say it's better late than never? Do you know
Yeah,
that? So better late than never. Okay. So Osama,
thank
tell
you.
me, you're on social media. How many social media accounts do you have?
Yeah, all of us use WhatsApp, and I just have an account on Facebook and Instagram.
Mhm.
That's all.
Are you
I'm
on
not usual.
YouTube? WhatsApp?
No, I have no YouTube channel. I have nothing. I have no Snapchat.
Okay.
And I'm
Hmm.
I have used Facebook since many years ago.
Okay. And what about the WhatsApp? Do you have a WhatsApp account?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
No
WhatsApp. Yeah,
no one can live
no,
without it.
no.
Okay,
It's
great.
necessary just for work, for fun, for
I
everything.
know.
To chat with my, social media
Mm,
add great feelings to us as we can chat with many of our friends
yeah,
all over the world.
yeah.
I came here in Kuwait in 2007.
Okay.
Yeah, we have no internet was not common as now.
Yes.
We used Messenger, Yahoo Messenger. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
if you
yeah.
you
I
can remember,
remember, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. So Facebook, يعني, it was allowed, but it wasn't
That
very
popular.
popular as now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah,
So
I remember.
now I got many of my friends that I haven't seen since my school studies. Yeah, I have my friends in Saudi Arabia, in UAE, in Qatar. Most of them 5 years, 8 years, I haven't seen them.
Yeah, but you're
So I
still in
can
touch
chat
with
with them,
them.
I can call them. Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah, you actually
Chat
jumped
with our.
to one question that we are going to talk about maybe in a few minutes, which is about the advantage and disadvantage of social media. So I will definitely come back to you, and then you'll talk about this about, as the advantage, but we will also talk about the cons or the disadvantage of the social media. But let me ask you, Usama. So you communicate. Do you think the new generation appreciate the easy access of the internet and the information and all that? Do you think they appreciate that, or they don't? Because we're in
You
our generation, it was really
yeah,
hard to access the internet, and I still remember when you have to connect
yeah.
the landline, and you have to wait until
You
it's
you can't imagine.
buffer.
You can't imagine, Miss Nancy. In Kuwait, first year I have come uh, to just to receive
Mm.
calls. I have to pay to receive, not to call.
Mm.
Yeah,
Through the
it
internet.
was. Yeah, no.
Okay,
Just
that's
through
international
call.
call. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even in the country, local calls. If
Okay.
you receive calls, you should have credit.
Okay. Yeah.
So when internet became most common, Messenger and the other programs,
Mm.
Viber and the other programs,
Mm.
it was amazing for us here.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
We paid a lot. Yeah,
I
but
know.
as for me, I see a new generation.
Do they
Um,
appreciate it?
yeah, a lot of them not don't appreciate it as we يعني, we want them to get information to be useful, to
Mm.
make use of it. But
Okay.
now you will see, I don't know what's its name, but maharaganat, you will see a very bad,
Okay.
very,
Mm.
very, very
Yeah.
bad YouTube channels
Yeah.
become trend. Yeah,
Yes. Mm.
it makes me sad, really,
Yeah.
to
So
see
you spoke
someone
about
visiting.
one of the disadvantage now, even now. So
Yeah,
that's actually great, and I do agree with you. A lot of especially the new generation now, they do not appreciate the easy access of the internet, because we're the one who suffered from that years ago.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I feel sad when I see someone like you or anyone that give benefits to information to people, um, has less viewer than Ahmed and his wife Mona is making a table for dinner. Yeah,
Yeah.
some um,
I
I don't know what
understand.
its name, but some
Yeah.
ugly subjects.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I agree with you. Like, there are a lot of people who call themselves content makers, but there is actually no content. So
yeah,
yeah, we're not criticizing anyone here, but like, everyone's free to do whatever they want. But yeah, we're trying by the end of this lesson, or by the end of this conversation, to maybe raise awareness around the disadvantage of the social media, if we are wasting our time to try to think again about that. So thank you, Osama, for your participation. I will jump to the
thank
next
you,
question. I'll have someone, and I'll definitely come back to you again. Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Okay, so yeah, I have a question, and it's a bit funny, a little bit funny for me. So do you use the emojis when you text someone? Why or why not? So, who would like to speak? We have, so Hanin spoke, Nada, and Osama. So we have Manal. Manal, would you like to speak? Feel free to unmute yourself. Is it Manal? Yeah, Manal. Hi, Manal. Okay, if you are not ready, it's okay. So we can have Abbas. Abbas, would you like to speak? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Abbas. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Abbas, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Yemen, but I live in Egypt.
Where are you from? Sorry.
I'm from Yemen.
Yemen. Yemen. Okay. Welcome, Abbas. Is it your
Yeah,
first time?
but yeah, but I live in Egypt, and it's my first
Ah.
time participating with you.
Okay, it's a pleasure to have you here with us, Abbas. We meet every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Egypt time. Okay, so hopefully you'll be with us next week.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, a difficult time to participate with you at that specific time because I'm on work at that
You're
time.
at work. Okay, that
So yeah.
that's okay.
Today I try
Mm,
as hard as I can
mm.
to participate with you.
Okay, today you can or you can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can.
Okay, you can. That's great. Okay, so yeah, feel free to join us whenever you have a chance. Tell us, Abbas, when you are texting someone, do you use emojis? You see the emojis down there. Do you use them? Like if you're happy or if you're sad, if you're angry, do you use emojis to express your feeling when you're texting someone?
Well, actually, no. Yeah, yeah. I use it because, I mean, sometimes I'm writing, which I or chatting with someone. You
Mm,
need to express your feeling, your how you feel about
mm,
the topic or the subject, or
mm.
how even you feel about the one who you talk to.
Yes. Okay. And do you think it's important to use emojis?
Yes, of course. I mean, sometimes someone sends me like some messages. I cannot understand. I can understand the word, what he means. But
Mm,
when he sends like some faces or some feelings,
mm.
I know here what he means.
Okay, yeah, so you understand his feeling. And do you think
Yes,
without emojis or emoticons, people could misunderstand each other?
yes. I mean, sometimes I get some people wrongly
Mm,
because of
mm.
things.
Okay, because of the chatting, not face-to-face conversation, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
conversation. I mean, face to face. I mean,
Mm.
we can understand each other together, and we can
Okay.
understand each other. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it's
We can
okay.
understand each other. I mean,
Mm.
very good.
Yeah. Excellent, Abbas. Well, I personally use emojis. I can't text anyone without them. Even with every sentence or every phrase I write, I always have my emojis with me. So I think, as you said, I do agree with
Yes,
you.
yes,
Thank you, Abbas, for your participation. We will have now
yeah.
Farah. Farah, just
You
feel free to unmute yourself, Farah.
Yeah, sorry about that. There were just a bunch of noises.
It's okay. So tell me, do you use the emojis when you're chatting with your friends or something?
Actually, yes.
Hmm.
Sometimes I didn't like understand them and I didn't use them. But
Okay.
then some troubles, I went in some
Mm.
trouble and
Hmm.
I had to actually, I went in a fight with my friend.
Okay. Yeah.
So I learned that there are some things that are actually kind of useful
Mm.
and I'm thankful for about the social media.
Mm.
It's actually the emojis that are the most helping.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I'm mimicking my friend and saying her I'm sad because she said that in a weird way.
Okay.
So I send her a specific emoji so she understands I'm
Okay.
mimicking
You're.
her.
Yeah.
Other than that, she's gonna think that I am sad and she's gonna tell me, "Why are you sad? Are you sad for
Yeah.
me?" So
Yes.
we're
Mm.
in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Definitely.
learned to use emojis.
Yes, yeah, I do agree with you. It's very important with the chatting because a lot of misunderstanding can happen because there is no face-to-face conversation. So I would say when you're speaking with someone face-to-face, they can see your facial expressions or hear the tone of your voice. But when you're chatting, this is not the case. So it's important to express your feeling with the images. I would say this is my humble opinion. Okay.
Actually, I think the person who invented emojis is a genius.
Yeah, Definitely. Yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah, because and even you see, people can understand if you're joking, if you're happy, if you're just being, silly or angry. So yeah, it's absolutely genius. Farah, thank you so much for your participation. I will jump to the next question now, and we'll have Nada. Nada, it's your turn now to tell me. Take a look at the screen, Nada, and tell me what do you see and what do you think.
I see people here, like people sitting on their phones while they are sleeping on the bed, or people coming out from the school, students, and they're playing on the phone, and a kid
Mhm.
playing on his phone too. And that is absolutely bad, really so bad, because it affects our eyes because of the blue light that gets out of the phone all the
Nada, sorry,
time.
just would you please just put your mic a little bit away from your mouth because there is air coming in the mic.
Oh, okay,
Just a
okay,
little bit. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, you're
Okay, so
welcome.
so you were saying that is bad. Why?
Because it affects our eyes, that's number one,
Mm,
and it really interrupts us all the time. Like you're interrupted from studying. If you need to
mm,
sleep early, you don't sleep early. You
mm.
just sleep uh, more late that you have to.
Yes,
So
sure.
yeah, that's so bad.
And what about the picture of the friends who are actually supposed to be, hanging out together or sitting and chatting
Yeah,
with each other, and
yeah,
they're all on their phones. So what do you think about that?
that's so bad. And usually I hate it. Like when I'm just talking to my friend,
Mm,
like we're out together,
mhm. So
and I'm
do
talking.
your friends do that?
Not usually,
Mm,
but not all the time because we don't meet so much because the schools are closed now, so we don't meet.
okay.
But when they do this, I just feel like so bad. We're talking
Mm,
together, so why are you doing this?
yes.
You just wanna be together. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
You're right, and happens a lot. Like when I'm outside. Well, I'm not saying that I don't do that myself. I'm terrible, but but I mean, like if you look around, I'm trying to concentrate. So when I'm out, I'm trying to keep my phone my purse or something. So when I'm out with my friends, we were maybe take it out when we want to have to take selfie or something. But I mean, when you look around, it's actually everywhere. Like if you are in a community center, or if you are even in the street, sometimes people are slow walkers because they are actually checking their phone every few minutes. Right?
yeah, yeah, it happens all the time. Like,
Yeah,
I just feel like, why you're doing this? We're here to talk together, to listen,
yeah,
to share our problems, to share our feelings, not to sit on our phone and see the Facebook and see what are people
yeah,
doing.
yeah,
So that's
sure.
so bad. Like I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Thank you, Nada. What about this picture here, like the first picture? Like it seems like a husband and wife, and they are even like sleeping, and each one is, you know they are just checking their phones. So what do you think about that?
I think it's really so bad because
Yeah,
they supposed like to sleep. At what I can see, they have to sleep because maybe
yeah,
they have something to do next day. They
yeah,
have to talk together about what happened in the day, for example,
mm,
but
yeah,
just not looking at the phone
yeah,
and seeing what people are doing on the social media.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah. You're right. Yeah, great. Thank you, Nada. And well,
welcome.
this is actually one of the disadvantage that again we are going to talk about in the next few slides. So thanks for your participation, and then I'll come back to you again. Thank you, Nada. Okay. So anyone would like to tell us what they think about these photos? We have here Yusra. Would you like to participate with us? Feel free to unmute yourself, or we can jump to the next question because actually we have a lot to talk about. Um, Guys, feel free to speak. So we have Hanin. Hello, Hanin.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes, I think these pictures show one of the most important disadvantage of using social media.
yeah,
Because if people like this, those in the pictures, if people overuse overuse social media, they will they will lose the communication.
Yes.
When it comes to these couples,
Mhm.
this couple,
Yeah.
uh, they will lose communication, and it will make a great gap between them,
That's
and
right.
finally it may result
Mm.
it may result to their divorce.
That's true because
It
there is no
may
communication.
make them to separate or divorce or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yes. Yeah. You're
And
right.
sometimes you easily, currently you easily to find people have social problems because they use social media a lot, and they
Mm.
forget to use their body language, and they forget the social communication
That's
between
true.
them and people.
Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. I do agree with you. And do you mind? Well, yeah, and then again, Hanin, you said one of the disadvantage of the social media that maybe again when we talk about the pros and cons, you can mention them. Um, so you muted yourself already. Okay, that's all right. I'll ask someone to try to maybe answer this question. How many accounts? I already asked few of you this question at the beginning of this class, but I'd like to ask you, can you guess the average number of social media accounts per user? Could anyone have a guess? Or let's ask another question. Can you guess the number of social media users around the world and the number of internet users around the world? Anyone can guess. So feel free to, feel free to unmute yourself. We have someone here. I don't know your name. Like it's few numbers 2871. So do you mind introducing yourself to us? Hello, 287191. Okay, no answer. That's all right. Okay, so Marwa, would you like to speak?
Hello, Nancy. How
Yeah,
are you?
yeah. I'm good, Marwa. How are you?
Hello, everyone.
Marwa, thanks for being with us today. Guys, Marwa is my dear friend. She's a co-host and she's helping me moderating the class today. And she is a social media marketeer. So she's the expert here. Tell us, Marwa.
Hello, Nancy. Yeah, I know a lot about social media. I believe that the one have many accounts. So I wonder if so. I understand that you asking everyone how many accounts, and everyone said someone say he had one account like WhatsApp only, and someone also has say he has Facebook only.
Can you say the
Social media
average?
is
Guess the average accounts.
the average for each one,
Yeah.
maybe for everyone, for each one like 5 to 6 accounts, considering Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Snapchat,
Yeah.
and the YouTube channel. That's
Mm.
minimum 6 or average 6. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is different platform according to the country.
Yeah.
Each country usually have its own like behavior in using social media. Like in
Okay.
Egypt, we mainly use Facebook and Instagram.
Mm.
In like Gulf area, they are using Instagram, Snapchat,
Mm.
and all like business accounts using LinkedIn, which is most which is important, very important in like searching job and the presence of your career and your business in like online.
Okay. The online career. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, online career, it's important. Yeah, the users of social media or in Egypt, I guess it's like maybe near to 14 million or something. Or
Okay.
28. I don't remember the number, but it's a
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
And
I actually.
worldwide, the
Mm. Go ahead. Sorry.
okay, go on. if you have a correct number.
No,
you
no,
can,
I don't have a
you can-
correct number about Egypt, but I now have few facts about the numbers, which actually, when I was looking for it online myself, it was shocking. I didn't expect that number. So, if you, would you mind maybe read it? First of all, it's well guessed, Marwa. It's yes. The average number of accounts is actually 5 accounts per each user. So, well, for example, I have an account on Facebook and WhatsApp, YouTube, and like many social media platforms. And I would like to say that it's different. It depends on the age. So, I'd like you to. Would you please read this slide for me? Hi, Marwa.
Okay, you can
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, can you see
Okay,
it?
I
Yeah.
can read it for you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. According to global web index, the average internet user has 5 social media accounts, with the number changing depending on the specific age of each user. For example, users aged 16 to 35 have an average six social accounts, while users aged 55 to 64 only join 2 social networks on average.
Yeah. So, well, according to, so you work in the digital marketing and the social media kind
Yeah.
of thing. So, do you think this number is realistic? Does it make sense for
Uh,
you?
yeah, but maybe the elder age is usually starting to join more than 2 social networks. The elder ages usually have their like WhatsApp and Facebook as a minimum, and they are starting, if they are business career, they are joining LinkedIn. I'm working mainly on Facebook and LinkedIn, so I faced a lot of people who are over 50s and use LinkedIn as a main platform.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So you think that the older
But
people now started to have more than 2 accounts?
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Great, Marwa. Thank you. We'll definitely come back to you because you have more info than
It's my
anyone else
pleasure.
here.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Marwa. Okay,
Thank
guys.
you.
So, the average number of social media the user of social media, they have between 5 to 6 accounts, depending. Sorry, between 2 to 6 accounts, depending on their age.
Um,
Hello. Yeah, Farah.
Excuse me.
Yes, Farah.
I'm sorry for disturbing, but I wanted to say something.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Um, for me as a teenager and about my experience with social media and my friends,
Yeah.
I don't think it ranges between 5 accounts.
Okay.
With all my respect to everyone, but my friends have about, if you consider Facebook and WhatsApp and YouTube, they have a bit over 10 accounts
10. Okay. No,
because
this
they do
Farah
have other
is
apps.
average, yeah, like for example, someone like 100 users could be having 10 accounts each, and others could be having 2. So we take the average, but it could be like 10, as you said, it could be 10. Some people could be having 5. Some people could be having like 20, but we are taking the average of them all, and we're trying to put an average for all these accounts. But I do believe that some people might have over 10 accounts almost on all the platforms.
And another thing also I wanted to say
Yeah.
about the number, I've searched on Google. The whole world actually has about 7.8 billion
Yes,
human
you're
or
actually
person.
reading the next slide.
So I think. Oh, okay, sorry.
No, that's good. So that's very good. Yeah, go ahead. I like that you Google things. Yeah, you will tell us, and I'll let you read the next slide. So tell us what you Googled.
I googled how many person is, like, how many people live on Earth.
Okay.
So it's actually 7.8 billion.
Yes,
I
true.
think it's an average of 7.5 to 7 billion people who have social media accounts, because even people who are like,
No,
I won't
5.7,
say
not
poor.
7.5.
Mm, I actually Googled it. It's 7.8 billion people who
Yes.
are all around the world.
Okay.
But my expectation to
Mm.
people who have accounts is actually about 7 billion. That's actually just an expectation. I didn't Google that
Ah, okay.
because even the people who are kind of, I won't say poor, but people who don't have enough money or a lot of money,
Mm.
they do actually have accounts on some
Okay.
social media.
Yeah. Okay, so Farah, since you've raised that, so your first, you said the first thing is correct. So the total population or the world population is 7.79 or 7.8, as you said, 7.8 billion. Okay, so do you see the 5.15 here? These are the number of people who actually have phones, like smartphones or not smartphones, mobile phones. So we have 5.15 billion people have smartphones, or sorry, I mean mobile phones, and of these we have 4.57 billion internet users, and then we have the people who are on social media, 3.96 billion active users on social media. These are actually updated on July 2020. It could be more, it could be less, but I think that's the the statistics. But again, if you think about it, like it's almost 4 billion, like half the people on Earth access the social media. It's still a very, very, very huge number, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and you can Google it after we finish. But what do you think of these numbers? Because for me it was shocking.
Actually, I'm shocked because they look a bit smaller than I
Really,
thought they would be. Yes.
I expected them to be less, to be honest,
No,
not
actually,
more.
to be very, very honest, I thought they'd be like most of the people, like 99% of the people
Okay.
do have smartphones.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought. So it's
Okay.
actually kind of shocking for me.
Yeah, but because well, I always say that we live in our own bubble. So maybe there are some people in some area on the earth, and they don't even have enough money to afford a mobile phone or something. But again, still, if
That's
half of the
actually
people,
very true.
yeah, but I'm saying, like, if it's half of the people around the world using social media, it's still 4 billion is a big number, right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Farah, for your participation, and thank you for guests. And again, you can Google these number, and if you have any updates, you can tell us in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you, and I'm so sorry for disturbing you.
No, 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 thank you. Feel free to speak whenever you want. I just want to jump to the next question, which is very, very important because we'll speak a lot about it. Now, the social media pros and cons. So I'd say during our conversation now, we have raised a lot of advantage of social media and other disadvantage. So now we will take the last 15 minutes to talk about the advantage and disadvantage of social media. So now, who would like to tell us some advantage of social media? So Osama said already that some of the advantage of the social media, the easy communication with the people who are far from you or live, all around the world. So Summer, hello Summer.
Hello, Nancy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Welcome back, Summer.
Thank you. Sorry for coming late,
It's okay.
but we were out and it is very crowded as it is the national day of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
I
It's
came.
all right.
Sorry.
That's okay. I was just telling Osama now, it's better late than never. So even if you come late, at least you are here. So that's okay. That's no problem. So
Thank you, Nancy.
tell
Thank
us
you.
some of the advantage of social media.
Social media is a double-edged weapon. It has very more advantages and disadvantages. Advantages like it is the connectivity. People from anywhere can connect with others regardless of their locations,
Yeah.
as we connect with you
Yes.
now.
Yeah. That's true.
Second, education. It is easy to educate from others who are professional.
Yeah.
Like you, we learn more things from you.
Thank you
Not
so much.
only how to speak or pronunciation, but also how to help others, how to sociable, lovely, kindly, beautiful soul like you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I don't know what to
We
say.
enhance uh,
Thank you
we
so much.
enhance our knowledge and learn ourselves without being for it.
Without being what?
For learning.
I don't get this word. Can you say it again? Sorry.
We learn from you without paying for it. Paying
Okay.
money.
Paying for it. Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry. I couldn't hear it well. Without paying for it.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. No, it's my pleasure to have you all here, Summer. Thank you so much.
thank you. And
Okay.
we update ourselves from what happening the world, what happened in anywhere
Yeah, of course, the news.
news.
Yes, we
Yes.
know about the breaking news very, very fast, right?
We also we can market about our business on social
Marketing.
media.
True. Yes. Yeah. That's great, Summer. You said a lot of the advantage. Thank you for your participation. I'll ask
Thank you,
someone
man.
else, to add something.
Okay.
So I'll just check who didn't speak today, and we have sorry, Nada. I think Nada Ayman. Nada, would you like to speak? If you would like to speak, feel free to unmute yourself. And we have here, who else? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi,
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
I'm good. So who's this? Because you don't have a name, like you're writing a lot of a lot of numbers. So would you
Uh,
please introduce yourself to the group?
I'm Passant. I
Hassan.
was trying to enter the ID, the meeting ID.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, and okay, is that my meeting ID then? Okay.
yes.
It looks familiar, to be honest. Okay, Hassan, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Tell us, Passant, some advantage of social media.
Um, that I talking to you right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Some
Where are you
advance.
from?
Egypt.
You're from Egypt. Okay, so Passant, are you my friend?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to think. Okay, yes, this is one of the very big advantage of social media that
Yes.
I'm talking to Passant right now. She's in Egypt, I'm in Ireland. So it's again the easy communication, right?
Yes. Disadvantage. I think it's a little bit distracting. Um, time yeah, wasting our time sometimes.
Okay, so it's one of the disadvantage. Yes, it's a
Yes.
waste of time. Okay, would you like to say some of the disadvantage then,
Uh, uh,
if you want?
distraction. For
Yes.
me, yeah.
Okay.
For me, it's distraction.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
You check Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. It's like hours.
Yes, that's true. And sometimes as I think who said that, Haneen Park. Someone said that if you are supposed to sleep at certain time and then you check your phone and then you said, okay, I'll just check this, I'll check that. Sometimes you are even
Yes,
on your
yes.
phone to set the alarm or something, and then you get a notification. Okay, I'll just check that, and then you even forget why did you catch the phone and from at the first
Two,
place.
3 hours.
True. Yeah, you were absolutely right. So distraction and waste of time is some of the disadvantage of social media. Basant, would you like to add something? Another thing? Any more disadvantage? Any more advantage? Any personal experience regarding social media?
No, thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Prasant, for your participation. I'm really happy to have you with us today. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Nancy.
Okay, thank you,
I am
Susan.
happier.
Thank you, Fasan. Okay,
See you next time.
see you. Nada, feel free to unmute yourself, Nada.
Hi.
Hi, Nada. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One of the disadvantages that I have is like when I just remember that about the school times, I feel anxious because I have my phone and I have my WhatsApp, my social media, the YouTube, and I always like sitting on the YouTube for all the time. So I just feel like what I'm gonna do in the school time because it really distracts me. Sometimes you don't like you don't even know how to share your feelings with people. Like when you're talking to them, for example, you just want to talk to people. You just want to share your feelings, and that yeah, like from the number one
Yeah.
problems
So,
for me that I have.
do you think that social media now keep us isolated from others?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It does.
Yeah.
It does because you just like when sometimes my mom tells me we're going outside, like we're going outside, and we like I tell her no, I just want to sit at my phone at home at the sofa watching TV, doing nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just to steal my time.
Yeah, that's true.
I just
So it's
you
again a
have to
waste of
go.
time.
Yeah.
So since you raised that, Nada, are you gonna do something about it? I mean, like if this, because I always say it's all about your awareness. If you are aware that there is something wrong or I'm doing something wrong, so the next time your mom is asking you to go out, would you reconsider going out actually and leaving the phone?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
will.
You know, if even
Because
well, I would feel happy if you did that. So it's actually when you raise that, sometimes you do the thing and you're not actually aware that this is not, a good thing to
yeah,
do.
I try to change for myself like the last few weeks and months. I just try to change for myself, sitting with my family more, sharing more ideas and feelings, talking to each other because
Yeah.
that's really important.
It is.
And we need that.
We do. We do need it. We don't just need to sit in our own room on our phone speaking to people virtually, not face to face, right?
Yeah, and that's a problem that I really don't like. Like I'm
Yeah.
talking to my friends and we maybe there you have something that you really have to talk about it face to face because maybe you're sad and you need someone to understand you very well.
Yeah.
Maybe she won't understand you as you want, as you mean. So that's a problem.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, Nada, now I would like you to take a look since we're running actually out of time. We should finish now by now. But I want you to take a look at these disadvantages and tell me what do you think about them. Like, there are a lot, but tell me what do you think? Fake and annoying news. Like, well, on the some people would say, okay, you can actually take the bright side or the bad side of everything. So we can say as an advantage of social media that you can you would know the breaking news straight away. Something happened in Pakistan or India or in a place that is very far from you, and you would know what happened straight away from social media. But on the other hand, too many you can find too many fake news that are not true. Some of them are even annoying, that could actually affect our feeling, and you might feel depressed or get a depression and anxiety from these news. So tell me, what do you think about that?
That's bad because I'll tell you something. I'm living in Saudi Arabia, and as you know, they didn't open the international flights till now. It's closed.
Yeah.
So people were just going out and saying, "Oh, they will open it nearly next month, at September," and now we're sitting and it's not open. They
No.
just give
Yes.
you that, yeah, they give you that
Hope.
hope,
Yeah.
yeah, and now just it destroy at
Yes.
when you just come at that time and you find like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So that's a really problem. I just what I
Yes.
can see.
Yeah, and people talk like it's a fact or something that they really know, and then it turns out to be nothing. It's
Yeah,
not true.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Okay, Nada, thank you so much for your participation. And I'll
Thank
need
you.
someone else to talk about these disadvantages, like the privacy issues, for example, from your own point of view. What do you think about your own privacy on social media? So anyone would like to tell us what do you think? So I have here someone whose name is Keep Study. So Keep Study, would you like to tell us what you think about that? Or we have Nada Ayman, we have uh, Farah, who would like to tell us what do you think? People who send their photos on WhatsApp, or well, actually, do you know that there were some privacy issues regarding Facebook, and they collect personal data about you. So what do you think about that? So anybody? Osama, Abbas, Farah, Halim, Nada. We have a lot of you guys. So who would like to speak? Summer. Unmute yourself, Summer. Feel free to unmute yourself.
Hello, Nancy again.
Hello, Summer. What do you think about the
It's
privacy?
very harmful. It's very harmful to us as it invade our privacy. The oversharing on social media makes our target for hackers or predators and also
True.
toxic people who saw our photos or our children or anything we share it like a photo of new house, cooking, anything. I think I am very happy to do. Uh, I uh, I put a photo that because I am very happy and also I want to other people to sharing my happiness,
Yeah,
but
true.
it it not happen. They are very toxic people who said why you do this, this
Right.
house not very well, or why your children very calm, why are
Okay.
children very screaming, why you're not children like too. That make us very negative energy.
Give
That
you very negative, yes. Excellent,
yes,
Summer. You actually raised a very, very important point. So when you share something and then when you get a feedback back about your photo or something, this actually affects you when someone say a negative
yes.
thing about you. Yes, yeah. Yes, this is one of the disadvantages. Okay, and what do you think about the privacy, Summer? When you share your photos, do you think it's private? Like they really keep your account private and secure? That you only share your photos and personal information with people that you know. Do you think that?
I think you must not sharing your photos anywhere,
Okay.
as there are people who don't love you
Hmm.
and you know don't know who,
Hmm.
don't know who are there. To be
Okay.
careful that you may make
Hmm.
privacy that photo not uh,
Protected.
uh, protected. Yes.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, somewhere have Nada. Let's ask Nada about her opinion about the privacy issues. But thank you so much. You even added
Thank
something that
you.
I didn't write here in the on the list. And by the way, Summer, since you raised that about like the negative energy or the negativity that you can actually get from social media when people say something bad about you, or write something bad in a comment, we call this in English cyberbullying. Cyberbullying. Look at this photo here. So you see the girl is sitting
Cyberbullying.
on the laptop and someone said you suck, someone said you're freak, ugly, loser. So when someone say something bad about you, even if he didn't say that to your face, he just maybe give you an angry reaction or something, but this affects us. This emotionally we get, we feel bad about it. So we call this cyberbullying because it happens on the internet or online. Cyberbullying. Okay. So
Thank you, Nancy.
thank you very much, Summer. Let's have
Thank
Nada. Nada, you can unmute. You feel free to unmute yourself. Nada, how are you?
I'm good, Nancy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Tell us, Nada, what do you think? If you have some advantage or a disadvantage about social media, or if you want to talk about the privacy issues of social media, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with Summer.
Mm,
Um, Obviously, and with the privacy issues, of course,
mm,
for me, the privacy issues could make more impact for the social media benefits more than the benefits itself,
mm,
because it made like political problems, as you know,
mm,
people can be reached out anywhere of the world,
true.
and the
Mm,
government could use it in a bad way.
yeah.
And of course, sometimes on a personal level, people like misuse their life
Mm,
instead of keep it simple and share with the friends you have around you. No, you're giving actually all the information you have inside your house.
yeah.
Like I know people, they post every photo in their mobile phone just to
Oh
share it
my
with the
God.
people around them.
Yeah.
And when you see their friends, they actually like hundreds. You
Mm,
don't actually know
know
where
them all. Okay.
exactly. So I
Mm,
think this is a misuse.
mm,
And of course, there is indirect pressure
mm,
comes to you. Like she has something I don't have.
mm. I,
She
yes.
feels, yeah,
Mm,
she feels in that particular time very happy, but I'm not at this moment. You know, it's only momental happiness. It's
yes.
and even sadness, of course.
Yeah.
But for me, all of this like makes the disadvantages way more
Than the
uh,
advantage.
yes
Yeah.
than the advantages
You
itself,
actually
you
raised a
know.
very important point, Nada, which I wrote here, the social peer pressure. When you feel that you cannot fit with everyone well, she's posting a picture about her house, her children, she's been, if you are a working mom, for example, and your neighbor is a sitting at home mom, and you feel like she's looking after her children more than you, and she has a better house or cleaner house than yourself, and you cannot fit with everyone posting something on social media, and this end up with more pressure, stress, and anxiety, and even sometimes depression.
Yes,
So
that's
yes,
true. Yeah.
you're absolutely right. What about and as you said about the privacy issue, what do you think about when you're now? It happens to me on personal level. Like I want to buy something. Like I'd say that to you now on the phone because we're friends, and then I found it on the ads on Facebook or
Yes,
on Google or whatever
that's
website. And
thinking.
sometimes I'm just thinking. I didn't say it. I'm thinking about something, and then I found them, like I
Oh
found it
my god.
as the ad in front of
Yeah.
me. So what do you think about that? It's
Of course,
scary.
it's freaking. It is. It is. It's freaking, and you feel unsafe all the time. Like every word you say, someone is listening to you. At least if it's not a person, there's a computer is listening. You know.
Yeah.
So I think it's very scary, and I'm trying to understand more in the settings. At least I can do something in my personal level, you know, like I want to shut off these settings somehow. I know it's bigger than me, but and I'm not a computer engineer, but I think at least I can do something. But of course, this like it happens for all of us. I think not
Yeah.
only you, Nancy.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, a restaurant. We were talking about. We were in the restaurant, and you didn't open your location. After you go out, you found these
What do you think
advertisements.
about this restaurant? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
that's
It is.
I know they use this for helpful informations and blah blah blah, but on a personal level, no, it scares me sometimes,
Yeah.
almost all the time, you know.
Yeah,
So
but to be honest, Nada, sometimes when I want to buy something and then I found the ad in front of me, I say, yeah, that's what I want to buy, you know, to be honest. But again, it's still scary
what
because
what
you feel
for,
like
you know?
you have to whisper all the time. So Facebook, doesn't have to know about this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's the solution then.
Yeah. Okay, Nada, what do you think that, well, Passant mentioned that it causes distraction, and it does, it definitely does. What about procrastination? Do you think that you might procrastinate things because
Yeah, can you give me a small definition of
yeah,
procrastination?
procrastination is when you, for example, have something to do now, okay, and then
Okay.
say, well, okay, I'll do that tomorrow, okay, and
Oh
then
yeah,
tomorrow comes, and then you don't actually do it because you are distracted with the social media. So you keep, pushing that out of your list, even if it's important, because you are distracted by social media.
yeah. I know what
So
you mean now.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely that's a huge problem even in my life now, in my personal life. And when we live far away from our families, it takes a lot of time for us to communicate with them. Only even just only your family on the social media in general,
yeah,
like WhatsApp or talking to them via any application. It takes time.
true,
So, of course, I agree 100%.
yeah,
Like everything in your life is affected by the social media because
true,
it's addiction. You just hold on your phone. You just want to do a very simple, quick note, and end up like you're
hours.
looking for WhatsApp, yeah, and Google whatever you want, and go for the Instagram. So it really makes me feel bad at the end of the day because you had a list of to-do
To
list
do.
to do, and actually, yeah, you did almost nothing.
Yes, true. You're
But what
absolutely right.
trying to overcome this problem, honestly, because sometimes I shut down the internet
Mm.
just not to have the notification. Even the notification bar, sometimes I feel like, no, I don't
Too
like the
many things,
notifications
yes.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, so this is addiction. I'm
yeah.
100% sure. We need to focus, as you said.
Mm.
You need to be aware of the problem so you can, solve it and go in the process of healing yourself from
Yeah,
it.
it's true. And I think Nada, we also now, like for example, if I am going to meet a friend and I'm texting her on WhatsApp that I might be late or something, and she didn't check her WhatsApp, and I feel like, why didn't she check my message? Like it's my right that she has to open the internet and checking my message because I texted her. Like there, and people expecting you, especially with that, new setting that your message is being seen.
New feature,
So
yeah, that's true.
they're
Yeah,
like, okay, so you have to respond straight away. No, I don't have to respond straight away. I
yeah,
have other responsibilities. So
exactly.
yeah, I think yes. Okay, one advice, Nada, before you unmute yourself, you mute yourself. One advice for people. To we have raised a lot of issues, a lot of disadvantage now. So what advice can you give to people who are suffering from that?
Yeah. As I said, like being aware of the problem is half the solution.
Excellent.
So if you know that social media can give you a lot of problems, try to disconnect yourself.
Mm.
Um, limit your accounts. It doesn't have to be on all the social media apps, for
Okay.
example.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or limit the
make a
time.
priority.
Mm,
Exactly.
mm,
It's step by step,
yeah.
limiting the time, then limiting and of course, prioritize your life. Make priorities, make a to-do list. My husband taught me this actually,
Mm, mm,
and it's really working. I know
yeah.
I want to do this and this and this every day,
Mm,
and if I just, as you said, put the social media in time, I'm free, I'm totally free,
mm.
then I can manage my life better than this way.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Um,
And also about the to-do list, we need to prioritize what's most important, then what's important, then take out what's least important out of your list. Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do, like they're trying to ignore the truth, but as you said, the prioritizing is very important. What's the most? Write down everything you do in your day,
Yeah.
and you will notice, subhanallah, it's very. Uh, that's not what we want. I
Yeah.
don't want to be that person I am now.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Mm,
so just try
yeah.
to be aware
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, excellent, Nada. Thank you so much for your advice. Thank you for your participation. I have a few advice actually here. So Osama is joking. Actually, I think this is a joke. Don't use social media anymore. I think it's quite hard, Osama, to do that. Summer said, "Do not postpone today's work to tomorrow, as it will be accumulation." Yeah, I yeah, it's easy to do that than actually doing it, but I think yes, it's a great advice. Here Farah is saying preventing or running away from a problem is not a solution, it creates bigger problem. Yeah, you're right, Farah, I agree with that. Marwa said use it moderately and hide all news pages to avoid negative vibes. Yeah, that's it's a good idea actually, because sometimes it's very overwhelming, as Nada said. Guys, unfortunately, we're supposed to finish 20 minutes ago, but I found this very interesting, and there's a lot to cover. Would you like to? I will just put up the poll now to check what do you want to talk about next class. So there is a poll. Can you see it on the screen? Would you please write yes if you can see the poll on the screen, the new topic. Which topic would you like to talk about next week? So just to pick a topic. Would you like to talk about shopping for food or no? Can't you see it? Okay. Okay. Can you see it now? Nada Marwa? Nada Iman? So this, okay. Can you see it? Well, anyone? Marwa, is it on? Can you see it now, Marwa? You're our
Yeah,
host.
yes, it appeared to me. Yeah, it's between two balls. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Marwa. I just want to make sure that everybody can see it.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
appeared. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys. So choose between these two topics. What would you like to talk about next week? So would you like to talk about shopping for food or money and banking? Okay, I will just keep the poll on for 1 minute and then I will turn it off. I see it's more money and banking than shopping for food. Okay. And polling. Great. So we'll have money and banking. Okay, that's what we are going to talk about next Wednesday. At the same time, it's 8 p.m. Ireland time, 9 p.m. Egypt, and 10 p.m. Saudi Arabia time. So hopefully I'll see you all there next week. And thank you all for your participation. Here is the results of the poll. It's money and banking. So we're going to talk about money and banking next week. See you all. And I would like to thank you all for for participating with us today. Thank you, Marwa. Thank you, Summer. Nada, thank you so much. Thank you, Nada. Okay, and I will see you all hopefully next week.
Miss,
Yeah? Yes, Farah?
I actually wrote this chat, but can I ask for an extra lesson per week?
You
Is
ask
it
for
not
what?
possible? An extra lesson per week, or isn't it possible?
Extra lesson. What do you mean? Sorry, what do you mean by extra lesson?
So we do a Zoom per week, each Wednesday. Maybe we can make one like Sunday and Wednesday.
Okay, so you want the class to be like twice. Well, to be honest, Farah, I actually try to prepare a presentation so you can get the most out of the class. But you know what? I'll try to think about it. You know, I live in Ireland, so Sunday is my weekend, the day I relax. But I will think about it. Okay, so for now we have the class on Wednesday, but I can also, if you are on my page on Facebook, it's Easy English with Nancy, you can text me and I can recommend a few more paid or a few more speaking online classes, and they are all for free as well. So, but for now we meet every Wednesday, and if I decided to have it twice, I'll do my best.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Farah. Thank you. Thank you all for your participation and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Miss Nancy?
Yeah,
Bye.
yes, yes, Nada?
Uh, I'm so sorry
No,
for
it's okay.
interrupting you, but
No, it's fine.
but I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe in the next lesson, would you please talk about, because I just have a problem in improving my English or just saving words or doing things like that. I just have that problem, and especially in the accent, I
Nada,
really had that problem with it.
what problem do you have? I see that your English is perfect. Or I hear that your English is very good. So what
Thank you
problem?
so much.
No, it's not a compliment. I'm being honest. So what problem
Thank you.
do you want me to talk about?
I want to improve like the British accent more.
Okay. Okay, so how to improve your accent? Okay, so
Yeah.
we could talk about this. Have you checked our very first lesson? We didn't talk about this specifically, but we talked about how to study English at home. So there were like a lot of ideas how to
No, I
study. Or
didn't.
okay, so you can check it on my YouTube channel or Salma's my YouTube channel. It's Easy English with Nancy or Teacher Salma Shahawi. So you'll find it on both channels. We raised a lot of ideas about that. But actually, I can put this on the poll for next week. And if you guys chose this, we can talk about this. I have no problem.
Okay, thank you so
Okay,
much.
you're so welcome, Nada. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And sorry for keeping you. Today we stayed for 1.5 hours, and I can't believe it. Time flies, right? Thank you so much, and see you all next week. Bye-bye.